We're upgrading the bucket. We're upgrading the obscenely expensive bucket that most people hate that I have. Let's do it. You guys, my dog chewed the sleeve off of the only Burly sun shirt that I own. Not cool, man. Anyways, I'm wearing it today. I don't care. Deal with it. What's up, nerds? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are upgrading the Yeti bucket. And this upgrade comes from a company known as Tideline 3D. They do 3D printing specifically for Yetis. So that's interesting. So those of you out there that don't like Yetis, deal with it. And these 3D prints are gonna hang right like that. Look at that. We're gonna see how this looks on our Yeti. So I don't know how this is gonna work out, but I'm very excited to try it. So let's take this thing apart, rig up the new stuff. You guys tell me what you think at the end. And if you're one of those people that just doesn't like Yetis, you know what? Reserve your judgment on that part. Let's just decide if this is like a cool, functional thing that you could fish with, or in our case, ice fish with, because that's the plan. That's what we're gonna do. If you guys are looking for tackle organization tips, tricks, hacks, and ideas for things that exist out there, consider subscribing to the channel. We do that a lot here, and we'd love to have you on board. Also, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, we go live and we talk to experts in the field. I think you'd like it a lot. It's called Aggressively Average Angler. So go check that out. Talk to us in chat. Now, with this bucket, we actually already have a few upgrades on it. So this is the Yeti. There it is, there it is, there it is. This is a sleeve for the bucket made by Yeti that you can purchase separately, of course. This whole rig right here has this sleeve, the lid, which yes, you have to purchase separately. I agree, it's ridiculous. And this little tote on the inside, which I'm never getting rid of because I actually love it. It's the most functional piece of this whole thing. And then lots of space. Hey, look, there's ice fishing stuff in there. God, we have to go ice fishing soon. I am just not that thrilled about it, but we'll do what we have to do, you know, because we still got to catch fish. I don't want to take like 6 months off a year. So between all these accessories you end up purchasing for this bucket and the bucket itself being like 40 bucks base, you're going to spend about $120 on this thing. Fully rigged out. So I'm interested to see how the Tideline stuff splits that gap for us. And then if you want to buy the stuff from Tideline, you can see here, it's not exactly cheap, but we're going to check the quality here and see if it makes sense. Look, you can even get like rod holders for the side of your Yeti cooler. What? That's ridiculous. So we have basically that. It's going to clip to the bucket instead of to a cooler. Most of this stuff runs around 40 to 50 bucks, depending on what you're getting. So first of all, thank you to Tideline 3D for sending us all this stuff. He basically sent us to just try it out, see if we like it. And I told him like, oh, thanks for the content. Of course I'm gonna make a video about this. So first things first, if we wanna rig this thing up, we've gotta take the old Yeti loadout pack sleeve off, and then we're going to throw these on. And I wanna see how securely they rig to this bucket, because I am gonna be having this in my ice sled, dragging it around the lakes that we go fish in the winter, and I need it to hold up. I need it to stay on there. Let's check it out. So in order to take this thing off, because this loadout sleeve is extremely secure, there are 4 of these tabs that we have to de-Velcro and then lift this piece out. So here we go. Look at it. There we go. Okay, so that's the Yeti sleeve, which is, I'm gonna say it right here, pretty darn nice. You get like 1, 2, 3, 4 of these big pockets, some of which have like Velcro for tools, some of which actually have like, on the side here, I've made like rod holders out of a little piece of Velcro. It doesn't work that good. But they've just got, you know, a little drainage on the bottom too. So you can throw your stuff in there. Usually I'm throwing bait pucks full of little wax worms in there. That's usually what lives in there. Or whatever plastics I'm fishing at the moment. Maybe some of the smaller jig boxes, things like that. So easy access, makes fishing more convenient. I like it. I might have a hard time not having this on there, but I do need to test this out. Let's see how this thing goes. So they sent me 2 of each accessory, including 2 of the lid covers. Now this is nice because right now I don't have a lid cover. And I can tell you, in the winter, it would be nice to have at least a little bit of a cushion or something, because I usually sit on the bucket. If I'm not like kneeling by the hole, then I'm sitting on the bucket. And this isn't that comfortable. Even with your bibs on, like there's a little padding in the booty of the bibs. This needs a little more padding. So we got two options here that I gotta decide between. We got the fish scales and we've got the logo. I think I'm gonna go with the fish scales, because why not? And Paul can have this one. So it should be just like a peel and stick. Let's try it out. Clean your surface first, and then we're gonna peel this off. Pretty sweet like EVA decking material that's on this, by the way. This will apply like a little bit of grip if I wanna set stuff on top of it. If it's windy and you put a jig on this, it just flies off the other end. Like it won't stay. So this would be nice because it's gonna hold things in place. Here we go. Peel and stick. First try, here we go. Oh my God. Precise. Boom, headshot, let's go. Here we go. All right, so I'm just making sure it's fully stuck. That was actually really easy to place. Cool thing is they dug this part out for that little vent or whatever the heck this is. And there we go, look at that. Nice and solid. It's gonna apply a little bit of cushion, but also what I was just thinking and just mentioned, more importantly, grip. So I can like stick a jig in here and not actually lose it. Neat idea. It's also like grooved throughout. You guys can see that, kind of cuts back in, right? A little channel for water maybe. Dude, I love this. And yeah, this is like, at some point we're gonna get this decking material on our Hobie Pro anglers, I promise you guys, because it's just so comfy to like stand on. It's got more grip, it'll hold stuff in place. It's worth it. There we go. More importantly than that though, we got two accessories here. So one, we got the double cup. Cup holders are something that I would like to have when I'm on the water. Like there's no, like basically I'll bring my Yeti or, you know, whatever, like a little shaker cup or something, and it just lays in the bottom of the sled, generally getting knocked around, generally spilling everywhere. So this will be hyper convenient. It's built to fit like even your bigger Yeti Ramblers and stuff like that. So this is gonna work out really well. Now the idea behind these, and as you can see, like you can kind of tell if you look up close, these are 3D printed, right? You can see all that material cross hatching. See that? There's a logo on the front, drainage in the bottom. Here's how it's gonna clip on, right? So this should go up to any one of these clips on the side of the bucket there. And then if I just, lay this in? No? Yes? Oh my goodness. Whoa, how do you, I'm gonna angle it from the top. Hey, I did it. Oh, whoa, that is super secure. Look at this. Like, wow. And then, cup. That is neat. So that is really secure. I think they did a great job. I was not certain how this was gonna hold up, but it seems good. Now the ultimate test, of course, is gonna be put this in the sled, drag things around, throw my auger in and out of the sled and see if it stays on after I inevitably hit it a whole bunch of times. But that said, promising. All right, so we got the cup holders. The next one, arguably more important, is going to hold pliers. It's gonna hold baits, jigs, all sorts of stuff, whatever that piece will be for. And then at least 2 rods at a time. Got your logo there, or recess portion or whatever. Same sort of back attachment. Now let's see how this one holds up. We'll put this one maybe on the, I'll leave an open side. So here we go. Okay, same deal. Pretty darn durable. Now, hang on. Got to grab the bazooka case. I don't have a reel on this one yet because I haven't really rigged everything up yet this year, but let's just see. Okay, you need a reel on that. Whoops. Hey, look at that. That's pretty neat. So you need the reel in there, obviously, to hold it in place. Duh. But there you go. Pretty darn secure. That way, I'm out here fishing. I can even sit on this, right? And I'll have these rods right next to me. So what I can do is, let's say I'm fishing, tickle stick. This is generally like, we're not cutting and changing baits a whole ton when we're ice fishing. Generally, we'll have like 4 or 5 rods with us already rigged up with what we want to fish, a whole bunch of different varieties of lures. And if it doesn't work, instead of changing out the jig, I can just grab a different rig. And I can have 2 on deck with me right here, which is pretty cool. I want to check these tool holders too. Again, we haven't converted to ice fishing yet, so most of my tools are actually not here. But that said, let's throw some stuff like this over here. Oh my gosh, look at that. Can I hang up a bunch? So in the case that I do want to swap things around, I can actually have some of these other jig options right there, out and ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This is extremely convenient. This is something that I would be happy to have with me on the ice. I will be happy to have with me on the ice because I'm taking it out there. And the way that they designed it, look at this. It fits in like each quadrant of this bucket. So I could put like 2 more on here. Like I could literally take the other 2 that are supposed to go to Paul and heck that guy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put them on here for myself. Dude, check it out. So we got cup holder, rod holder, cup holder, rod holder. This is so cool. This is like, you know when you get something and you're like, you know, I never knew I needed this until I got it. This is one of those things, other than I need a new sleeve for this shirt. But this is easily one of the coolest things, if not the coolest things that I've seen as far as like rigging, specializing, making your bucket fancy. Now I know, and I'm sure you guys have already decided this for yourselves. You can get a cheap bucket. You could drill holes in it. You could attach rod holders to it. You could do all sorts of things. I'm like, yes, absolutely, you can do that. Buckets are basically free at Lowe's, Home Depot, any hardware store. Like, go check that out. I think 100% do that. That's a great way to start. And then if you have the opportunity, you've got an extra couple bucks expendable income, you got an extra 150 bucks expendable income, and you want a real fancy bucket, these things, they're fancy. I mean, we've got grip on the bottom, so just go slide around on the ice on you, or slide around in your bucket for that matter. Very durable, very heavy duty. You get cool things like the drop-in cargo in there. Lots of space inside, obviously. And then you can get that heavy duty lid that you're never gonna lose or break. It's pretty hefty. Like if I took this off, dropped it on the ice, it doesn't like blow away. It's not gonna break on me or anything. Very well made with that little honeycomb on the inside. It's a heck of a bucket, I would say, and one that I would be proud to have with me on the ice. So if you guys are interested in something like this, go check out Tideline 3D. Just wanted to do a fun, quick kind of unboxing rigging video with this. We are going to have an upcoming ice prep season. God, why is it? I can't even say it with a smile on my face. The fall season for conventional fishing is closing down. We're gonna have to prep for ice season soon. I'm gonna be getting an electric auger. Said it here, said it now. It's true. So we'll pick one of those up. We'll definitely review it here on the channel so you guys can see how those work and give you our own 2 cents on it. See if it's worth it for you to go that route. I had the drill attachment last year, ended up almost killing my drill. So while the clam attachment, I've already shouted its praises, I think is great, it's time for something new because I can't afford to just be losing drills left and right. Paul will keep doing the drill thing. I'm gonna get the electric one, and we'll share it when we're out on the water together. The hard water, the ice, you know what I mean. That'll make our lives a lot easier, I think. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, stay tuned for ice season. If you guys are interested in it, even if you don't get ice where you're at, or you don't go out and you ice fish yourself, I think you can live vicariously through us, and it's a lot of fun. Other than for ice though, I feel like this bucket is now hyper functional for breakwall fishing, bank fishing, pier fishing, like literally anything. You guys go fish down by the ocean, you wanna take this to the beach, you wanna take it to the lake. You can drag this bucket out, you can have a bunch of cold ones down in the bottom, you know what I mean? And maybe your lunch or whatever. Or you could use the bucket to hold keepers, fill it with some ice, throw your keeper fish in there, go cook them up, have a little fish fry at home. This thing provides endless opportunity. Highly recommended you guys check this thing out. Wow. Way happier than I thought I was gonna be with it. Honestly surprised. So there you go. That's the Tideline 3D rig for the Yeti bucket. They also make stuff for your coolers. So if you have a Yeti cooler, Yeti anything, you can go ahead and use this. Are they working with other companies? I do not know yet. I don't know too much about this company other than what I just saw myself. So go check them out. Let me know what you guys think. And of course, if you liked this video, be sure to subscribe. If you're looking forward to upcoming different variations of fishing, little ice fishing, be sure to subscribe for that too. That'll be coming soon. Appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully we see you on these Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern lives. Come over there and hang out with us as we talk to the experts. We'll catch you guys later.